I hate sunshine.
Welcome to Grumble Goat. My name is Matt Labodka, and this is a show about all the small things that drive me insane. Let's grumble.
Here we are, folks, in the heat of the summer, brought to you by the sun, the powerful, merciless anger of the god Sol hanging in the sky, perpetually beaming down his hatred upon us. Now hang on, I like bright summer days, hooray! But sitting in the sun, the people bathe in the sun. They go sunbathing. They sit there and just to experience themselves in the nuclear fusion of the sun, just to collect as much radiation in their skin as possible. It colors your skin because it is damaging you. It is constantly attacking you. It is beating you, and you keep going out for more. Why? Because what is it, fashionable? You want your skin to be slightly honey-er colored? This is a nuclear reactor in the sky. It is constantly beaming us in radiation. It's like a weapon. This is the Death Star, constantly hovering above us. It will put you in the hospital. Yes, I did just recently go on vacation, and yes, I did get a sunburn. And am I angry about it? I think I'm a little angry about it, because I lather up in the sunscreen. I take skincare seriously, and I was putting on SPF 50 all over my face, all over my body, and boom, sunburn, because it is dangerous out there. And yet, that's what summer activities are. It's going outside, there's picnics, there's swimming, there's the beach, it's all outdoors. And what do we do when we go outside in the heat and the sun? Oh, don't forget to bring plenty of bottled water. Don't forget to bring snacks. What does this sound like? This is doomerism. This is doomsday prepping, loading up on water and snacks. This is bunker mentality, because this is survivalism, because you are going out in the elements. And just because it's not Mount Everest, we're like, oh, it's fun, we'll get some sun. It is a battle for your survival. And you know how you can tell? Because when you get out of the sun, you are exhausted. Oh, I'll just take a quick summer nap. Your body is falling apart because you were baking it in the middle of a fusion reactor. These aren't suntans, these aren't sunburns, this is radiation poisoning. And if the alternative is like, being in an office, like being at work, like, yeah, I don't want to be at work either. And that is also tiring. But you know what? It's no day at the beach. Because I hate the sweltering heat of the radioactive sunshine. And that's the grumble.
Grumble, 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 grumble.
What?
Grumble, 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 grumble. What's got your goat?
For the latter half of the show, we'll bring in my better half, Veronique, for an unpretentious look and a segment we call
What's got your goat?
Veronique, you look lovely today.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to the studio.
We're back. Both of us are back.
Both of us are back.
Yeah.
We have been so busy.
I know. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, busy. But you know what? Some of the busyness was fun.
It was so fun.
Because we were out of town.
We were out of town.
We went out of town together for once. So that was a pleasant turn of events.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
We had a little wedding that we attended.
We went to a little wedding.
And then we had a family reunion, which is always fun.
Yeah. At the lake house.
At the lake house.
Oh.
Ooh, got instant tan.
Instant tan?
I got instant tan there.
How did that happen?
Now, I put SPF 50 on.
Oh, okay.
And then I get tan. I don't know what happens. It's kind of wild.
See, you like the 50.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't think it matters. Like,
it does.
once you're above 30, it doesn't even matter anymore.
I think it does. I put 30 on and I feel like I get burned.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. In the initial, I'm out in the sun, right?
Okay.
Like the initial, like if I start with 50, then I have a nice even tan.
Oh, okay.
All summer long.
Oh, that's what you're going for,
Yeah.
huh? It's weird how the SPF dyes your skin.
Isn't that what it seems? I do like my Tropicana shimmer.
Oh, you
It's like
got
a
the Tropicana
sheer.
shimmer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a lotion. I don't do
Okay.
the oil anymore. I used to put a lot of Hawaiian oil on.
Oil's the opposite of SPF.
I know. Yep.
And it shows.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I hope not.
I tease.
Okay,
You don't
great.
look a day over 17.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So when you put the SPF on, that gives you an instant tan. Is that what you said?
No.
What happened?
I feel like the sun is more attracted to my skin.
Oh.
Yeah. It creates this nice little fun barrier.
Okay.
And I feel like within the barrier and the sun, it works together. And then it's just like a nice sizzle.
The barrier
Get a
and the
little
sun are
sizzle.
working together.
Yeah.
There's a nice symbiotic relationship
That's right.
there. Yeah.
Right. They're just it just glows
Oh, it
on
glows.
top of you.
That doesn't sound healthy.
Instead of penetrate you.
Whoa.
And then you get so sunburned you can't walk.
Oh, okay.
I love tanning. I mean, I love to bake in the sun, and I have had to remove that from my regimen as I age.
You like to
because
bake in the sun.
I used to. I mean, even when I'm out on the beach, like I like to fall asleep there. I like to lie there.
You
and
fall
asleep.
right asleep right there
Yeah.
on the beach.
Yeah, I like to heat up like a lizard, like as if I'm on a rock. I just like absorb my vitamin D on a sand rock there.
So you say you called that baking.
Yeah.
Why do you call that baking?
Because you get so hot in the sun.
It's hot in the sun. The sun heats you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you put anything in the oven, you'll burn it if it's too hot.
Yeah, okay. So it bake like put it in the oven. So putting
Yeah.
it in the sun is like putting it in the oven.
That's right. We're baking our bodies.
Okay. How's that work? Because because it's very cold in space, right?
Yeah.
And so the sun has to send that heat through space and get it to us. So how does the sun give us heat?
I think I know the answer to this
Oh,
one.
great. Perfect.
Okay.
I love it. With Science Corner with Veronique.
Okay. Well, we have an ozone layer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And, well, we did have an ozone layer. And I should correct myself.
It's back. It's fine now.
It's fine now. We
Yeah.
stopped using all the aerosols.
Yeah, we stopped using the aerosols, but what was there was a chemical in them that made them chlorofluorocarbons.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Big word.
Yeah, the chlorofluorocarbons.
Anyway, so we built it back.
Yeah, it's fine now. The world came together, listened to the scientists, took away the CFCs, and healed the ozone layer.
Okay.
So obviously that's how we're going to deal with global warming as well.
I hope so.
All the scientists are going to rise up above the noise.
Yeah.
And all the world's governments are going to listen to them.
I hope so.
Yeah, I don't think
I
that
don't know.
they've been screaming about this for a while.
Yeah.
Anyway, we fixed the ozone layer.
Oh, that's great news.
Yeah, it's good. Anyway,
Okay.
we got this ozone layer.
So what I was going to say until you popped holes in my ozone layer story
Right.
is that because there were holes, the sun's a lot stronger. So you have to protect your skin more so now than you had to before. But no one used to wear sunscreen, so everyone looks younger now because everyone's been wearing sunscreen.
Because people wear sunscreen.
Yeah, in the 80s, we got the sunscreen.
Right.
So.
Well, yeah, the fear of the ozone collapsing was why we started religiously wearing sunscreen. Radiation.
Radiation!
That's how the sun heats up our atmosphere. Radiation.
Oh, but there's radiation everywhere. Is that natural radiation?
What is a natural radiation?
Well, it's coming from the sun. So it's natural radiation.
Oh, it's natural.
Yeah.
It's organic
It's
radiation.
organic radiation. We have nothing to worry about.
It's organic.
It's organic.
This is farm fresh.
This is farm to table,
This is
sun to skin.
This is local sun to skin
is
radiation.
local
None
sun.
of that mass produced, ultra processed radiation. This is pure sun to skin radiation.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, it makes the plants grow, so it must be healthy. So you used to like to lay out, fall asleep right in the sunshine.
Oh my gosh, I can't tell you. I used to love the sun. First of all, I learned from my dad to put oil on and not sunscreen. I should just say that flat out. That
Okay, great.
My
Your dad was a beacon of health.
My example was my dad out on the deck in Maryland in a Speedo lubed up with oil, and he's getting a tan. All right, I was like, oh, that's healthy. That and sun in. Anyway, but we did as a child. We had copper tone. So the pink,
Copper tone, yeah.
the pink copper tone.
Because that's the aim of the
Yeah.
color system. You're aiming for copper, right?
And you know that was 45.
And that was
Yeah.
45.
And that was 45. SPF
Yeah.
45.
How are you going to get that copper tone if you're blocking that much UVA?
But that's what I'm saying. I have a copper tone right now. It's anything above 30, I think we're great.
Oh, okay.
45 or 50, I'm going to have perfect tanned skin all summer.
I'm not sure if I would consider that copper.
I guess I'm not copper. We're not that brown and gold. And
Right. Yeah. No, you need the oil copper tone for that.
A girl can wish.
You gotta lube up with Crisco to
Yeah.
get that kind of shine.
So when I moved to southern New Jersey and the beach was a beacon and it was just there and so tempting.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
You grew up right across the street from the beach.
I did.
Yeah.
And when you're a teenager, I mean, you want to get in your bikini, you want to go out, walk, by the lifeguards, you want to do all that stuff.
Walking by the lifeguard.
Oh, we walked by the lifeguards. Everybody walks by the lifeguards. Anyway, I loved walking on the beach. So what I would do, like a lot of people, is that you get the first layer, no sunscreen. That's what people say. They're like, I have to fry myself first.
Oh.
And then that sets me for the rest of the summer.
You need a little bit of that radiation burn.
That's what they say. And I follow suit a little bit.
Because your skin hardens. It becomes like a carapace, right?
Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
No.
Yeah, you really want to tan that leather.
Yeah.
You really want to harden that leather so that it's like battle ready.
Yeah.
Because when you're going into the sun,
Right.
you got to be battle ready.
I mean, it is kind of a battle.
Right.
Yeah. It is a
Yeah,
battle.
it's a battle.
And it's a battle that's all around you constantly.
Yeah.
Upside down.
There's no escape from it.
No.
Because even if you're in the shade,
Yeah.
like the sun's rays bounce off everything.
Oh.
That's how we see. So if you're seeing something that is lit by the sun, then you are also experiencing the radiation from the sun.
Oh, well, it changed my world.
What?
Is SPF lip balm.
Oh, the lip balm.
And then the glasses. Also, there's SPF in glasses.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, like the lenses.
Yeah.
I didn't know that
Very
that
important.
was a thing for all glasses.
Very important for your eye health.
Oh,
Yeah. You want to keep those eyes sharp.
But they stopped putting those stickers on the glasses. So do you think they don't have the SPF in the lenses?
Well, I mean, if
There's
you
no
buy
sticker?
cheap sunglasses, it doesn't have the. It might not have the SPF.
Okay, I see
Yeah.
where.
So you might want to spend the extra $5 on your sunglasses to get the SPF.
All right, I see. I have done some wrong. I've made some wrong choices
I see.
there.
Yeah, you buy the novelty sunglasses, like, these are cute.
These are
and
so
then you're
cute.
just baking your eyeballs.
I was
But
like,
it's good to get that layer, the first layer. You really want to crisp up those eyeballs from the sun, just to create a
thing.
natural organic barrier.
Yeah, that's the thing. But it really took just a few times of getting really badly burned.
Yeah.
To say, okay, I'll take the sunscreen.
Yeah.
My sunscreen journey has really changed, mainly because I don't want leather skin and I want to look young forever.
Okay.
So that's mainly why
I mean, that ship sailed when you fell asleep in the sun for the first time. Oh, no, that was just your first crisping layer.
Oh my gosh.
You are glowing because of all the radiation, but you are glowing.
It's organic. Okay. And oh my gosh, even at one point, I would go to the tanning bed.
Oh my goodness.
I know. Then you're really baking your body.
Yeah, that's fast tracking
Yes.
your melanoma.
Yes. I only did it maybe a couple summers. And it was, I think I could count on my hands and feet how many times I've gone
Hands
in.
and feet.
And feet.
And if we combine our hands and feet, somewhere in there is the amount of times that you've sat in a tanning bed.
Yeah. But I always
It's weird. I
covered
feel
my
like I'm in
eyes.
the Star Trek Energizer when I go in the
Yeah.
tanning bed. Now I have been in a tanning bed.
So you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like you're about to get beamed up.
It does. Well,
Yeah.
the ones you can lie in them and then you can stand.
Yeah.
The ones you stand, I'm always like this. Because I just wanted
Right.
to
You
make sure.
really want to crisp up those
I
armpits a little
got
bit. you
every
know?
point.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I went into a tanning bed one time.
Okay.
Yeah, I went into a tanning bed one time. I was going to the gym.
You were working out.
My gym membership comes with the tanning bed, so I'm like, let's try it out.
Yeah.
So I head to toe. Full sunscreen.
Oh my God.
Full SPF 30.
No, you
head
didn't.
to toe. Well, because I'm afraid of the
Stop
the
Stop
UVA
it.
rays,
Stop.
right? So full head to toe sunscreen. I'm like, I'm going to protect my skin. And I walked up and I said, I'd like 10 minutes in the tanning bed. And they were like, would you like any of these oils? I said, no need. I already put on sunscreen.
Oh my God.
And then they look at me. And I'm staring back at them, and it suddenly dawns on me what's already dawned on you. And I say, ha, just kidding. So I had to sit in the tanning bed for 10 minutes while I thought about my choices.
Of course, you put sunscreen on before you went in there. You put sunscreen on.
I put sunscreen on all the time.
Before you do anything.
During winter, I put
literally, like the smells of Matt, sunscreen is in there. It's like if you had a jar of Matt smells of what Matt smells.
Let's talk
like.
about the jar of Matt smells.
Matt smells.
Yeah.
You know, sunscreen's one of those things.
Is this like a potpourri where it's a bunch of dried little Matt scents that I put on?
Honestly, I'm just picturing a jar that I put things in.
Okay.
You know, like a little sunscreen.
It's just your everything jar.
Yeah, I put a little toilet bowl in there to
good.
symbolize
All right, so
the
there's a
different
toilet-
smells.
there's a toilet in there. Great.
smell.
Okay,
I
yeah.
have a toilet smell. Everyone has a toilet
You
smell.
don't have a toilet smell. I'm sifting through your jar right now. I see no toilets in there.
You didn't give me a toilet smell?
I didn't give you any
That's
smell.
because you shut the door. Now, if you had the door open, you can smell everything.
Oh, okay.
Let's get in touch with our senses here.
All right, toilet smell.
Bananas.
Okay.
Bananas would
Bananas
go in there. You
Okay,
like
great.
bananas.
I always smell like bananas. Especially when I put on my banana boat.
You know, it's definitely going in there is one of those Reese's peanut butter cups that's in the refrigerator.
We're talking about my smells, not Matt's favorite things, Char. Toilets and Reese's are my favorite things. Let's talk about sunscreen.
Sunscreen. But the thing is, people comment about sunscreen too. They say, but there's carcinogens in the sunscreen.
Oh no, there's carcinogens in sunscreen.
That's the word.
There's literally carcinogens in everything. There is carcinogens in everything.
Everything. Alcohol, cigarettes,
Right. But it doesn't even have to be bad things.
sunscreen, apparently.
Moisturizer has carcinogens in it. You know, hair products have carcinogens in
Yeah.
it. Nail polish is poison.
I know. Remember when they were like, drinking alcohol will give you cancer?
Right? Yeah, obviously. Yeah. You know,
Really?
Oh, I wonder why my brain feels all mushy when I drink
know,
alcohol.
like,
How's that? Oh, who could have put that together? No, yeah, I loved when that study came out that was like, there's carcinogens in the sunscreen. It's like, yeah, but there's also a nuclear bomb in the sky.
Yeah.
So, like, how do you want cancer? Do you want to start chugging your banana boat, or do you want to sit in the sun with no sunscreen? It'll happen quicker if you just sit in the. If you, as using your parlance, bake in the sun.
Yes.
No, yeah, that was foolishness.
Yeah.
But they even said, there's carcinogens. Of course there's carcinogens. Everything causes cancer. You know, they inject all this copper tone into rats, and the rat is now unhealthy. And so, like, watch out. You can be unhealthy if you inject it into your bones.
I know.
Sure.
They just needed a tan.
This has been an episode of Grumble Goat.
Thanks for listening.
I'm Matt Labatka.
I'm Veronique Hurley. Please subscribe.
I hate when people say please subscribe.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
My example is my dad in a Speedo lubed up with oil.
We did it. We've conquered another one of life's little annoyances. But the truth is, what I really hate is commercials. And I'll wager you do too. And that's why Grumble Goat is proudly commercial-free. But to keep it that way, it takes the support of fellow grumblers like you. If you hate commercials, head on over to our Patreon page and see if becoming a Grumble Kid is right for you. And as always, don't forget to Grumble Goat responsibly and share with a friend.
Grumble, 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 grumble. Pa, 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 pa.